Hello, grade 12 learners. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I want to apologize for not doing TQM. I apologize for 2023 matriculants for not doing TQM while there was still time. So on Monday, you are writing business studies, paper 2. So we'll be focusing on business studies, paper 2. I will leave paper 1 because we have already written it. So I apologize for 2023 matriculants for not doing TQM. But I am totally sure that 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029 matriculants, 2020, 2030, 2031, and so forth and so on, they will find TQM. So I really apologize for 2023 matriculants. So today we will be focusing on paper 2 business studies and notes under chapter 11, which is investment in securities. I know that many students believe that the notes, they are hard. Many students, they believe that the notes, they are boring. But today, I will make them easy for you. I will make them for you to have an interest on them. So, okay, guys, without wasting a lot of time, we are looking at what investment in investment securities, right? Which is chapter 12. So the first thing that we must focus on, we will be focusing on functions of the JSE. Functions of JSE. What is JSE? You must know it. What is JSE stands for? JSE stands for Johannesburg Securities Exchange. Johannesburg Securities Exchange. JSC stands for Johannesburg Securities Exchange. So I believe that, guys, today I will be sweating. It's very hot where I am. I'm in Limpopo. I went to Limpopo. I'm not in Gauteng anymore. I'm in Limpopo for a little time. I will go back to Gauteng. Okay, we will be focusing on what? Functions of JSE. We must know what are the functions of JSE and how do they work. What's happening with the functions of JSE? What should you do whenever you go to an exam room and find the word JSE? Number 1, functions of the JSE, they encourage new investment. It encourages new investment. So you must know when they talk about functions of JSE, you must know that it encourages new investment. As I stated, that we will be doing what? Dealing with investment. So guys, I want you to find these notes interesting from today. Functions of JSE, it encourages a new investment. It encourages new investment. So I suggest that you know 4 points under the functions of JSE. You must know 4 points. It encourages new investment. Number 2, ensures that the market operates in a transparent manner. It ensures that the market operates in a transparent manner, whereby the market must operate in a way that is transparent. And I believe that everyone knows the meaning of transparent, something that you can see. Bullet point number 3, you must choose the easiest ones. And I would suggest that you choose the ones that I give you now, because on your final examination, you will get what I'm talking about. Number 3, provides protection for investors. Provides protection for investors. It provides protection for investors. Number 4, encourages short-term investment. They also encourage short-term investment. Do you see how did I highlight my notes? I chose the easiest points, I chose the short points. Now we go to another level of the note. We go to what? Explanation of investment decision. We are going to look at what? Explanation of the investment decision. Number one, we have return on investment. We must know the explanation of investment decision. What is a return on investment? Return on investment refers to income from the investment, namely interest on the original amount invested, which is here. When they say return investment, they are simply saying that, or they are simply talking about the interest that you got on the money that you have invested. For an example, you take 10 rand and invest it to me. When it comes back to you, it must come with a profit, which is an interest. So when we talk about the return on investment, we are talking about the money that you didn't bring, but you are getting it. Let's say you gave me 10 rand, but I returned 20 rand. That's an return of an investment, or a profit, or an interest. So we must know the meanings. Before we go far, let us go back to the functions of JSE. Whenever you see the word JSE in your final examination, they will ask you to outline or describe or explain or discuss. Only those 4 questions under functions of JSE. They will ask you to describe, explain, discuss, or outline. They would never ask you something more than that. Okay, let us continue. We were talking about what? Return on investment. Refers to... This fly is disturbing me and I will kill it. It's busy annoying here. I will kill it. It will die. Okay. Sorry for that interruption. As I was saying, we are talking about the return on investment. It refers to income from the investment, namely interest on the original amount of invested, which is the interest. Now we move to another one, investment period. What is, before we move to investment period, we must know the risk of return on investment. Number one, the risk of a return in investment is that shares with higher risk have a great potential for higher returning, whereby if ever you invest a lot of money, it's a risk. You may never get back your money, but at the end, it has what? You will get a high rate, or you will get high returns. You will get a high profit. You will get high profit. What makes me keep quiet? I want it to sink in your head. Then we move forward. Investment period. What is investment period? Whenever you hear the word investment period, what is investment period? Investment period, this refers to a duration of investment which may influence the return on investment, which is, this one is what? Investment period. What is a period? A time, duration. Now we move to bullet point number 2. The longer the investment period, the higher the returns. The longer the investment period, the higher the returns. Now we are in what? Investment period. We move forward. Inflation rate. On inflation rate, we have what? People are affected by a high inflation rate because their money decreases, whereby when we talk about inflation rate, we are talking about price of things getting high, getting too much expensive. We cannot afford it anymore. So whenever you do a short period of time, you must pay a large money. Then let's say, for an example, there will be unforeseen circumstances like COVID-19 that will come will come in the world. And then after coming off the COVID-19, you lose your job. How are you going to pay that money? And they will take it. So that's why there is what they say, the longer the investment period, the higher the returns. So I think it's better. I think it's better. No, sorry, they did not say that. They said people who are affected by a high inflation rate, because people are affected by a high inflation rate because their money decreases. Do you understand? We move to bullet point number 2. The return on investment should be higher than the inflation rate. That one, I don't think it needs any explanation. Let us move to what? Types of investment and risk factors. We have unit trust. What is unit trust? Whenever you go to an exam and then you see the word unit trust, what is unit trust? Unit trust, it is a collection of investment option or method made up shares in different companies, whereby companies collaborate, they come together to do what? Unite trust, whereby they come together and invest their money. And then it has its own risk. Let us hear the risk. What is the risk of it? Investment may be made in high and low risk share, which spread the risk throughout the fund and lowers the risk for all the investors and fund members. Whereby here they are simply saying that the risk of being in what? In unit, in unite trust. The risk of it is that some other company, they will do what? A short period of investment. Some of them, they will do what? A long period of investment. Do you understand that point? Let us move forward. Managed portfolio. What is a managed portfolio? Many people do managed portfolio in South Africa. Managed portfolio. An investor instructs a financial bank to manage his or her various investment in one portfolio, which is here you instruct them. Let's say you would go to a bank and borrow some money or invest some money. When you invest, you will tell them that each and every month I want to put a certain amount. You understand? If ever you will go and borrow some money, you will tell them that in a month I will manage to pay back your money. Let's say in a month I will be able to pay back 15,000. Each and every month I will pay 15,000 or 500 or 500, so forth and so on. Then the risk of it is lower over long time or period. Then we move forward to shares. I'm sure everyone is familiar with the word shares. So on the shares, companies sell portion of its ownership to shareholders in the form of shares on open market to obtain capital funds to operate in its core business, whereby here in the shares, that's where they do open market. So which is open market, I believe that there's so many risks, but we haven't got there yet. Open market is whereby they open, whereby everyone who wants to invest is allowed. So that one is too much risky. They can even take your business, because Angeri, you know that in the business, there is a 3% share, some of them have 10% share, you understand, so forth and so on. Then the risk of it, let us hear the risk. Share have low risk over a long time, over a long term or investment period. Oh, they have a low risk, okay. Debentures, it is issued to raise borrowed capital from the public. Most types of debentures can be traded on JSE. Risk of debentures. Debentures have a low risk as they named to be paid back. I hope you are getting these notes, guys. I hope you are understanding them. And I am so sorry to post such content very late. It's too late for me to do such things for Matric 2023. But for other metrics, everything will be fine. I'm sweating, guys. It's very hot. It's very hot. It's very hot. Okay, we move to RSA right now. I hope everyone, in your hand, you are having your notes and you are highlighting each and every point that I say so that you can get time of reading the notes. That's how you will be able to pass your business studies. Take your notes and put them in front of you. Each and every point that I quote, you must highlight it and then go and revise it. You must revise, read, rehearse, and study. Then we move to what? RSA. What is RSA? Retail savings bonds. What are they doing here? To encourage saving, the SA government offers SA citizen the opportunity to invest in saving bonds, whereby these ones, they encourage people to save. And they do what? They give South Africans an opportunity to invest. Then the risk of it is what? Risk is very low. Okay, the risk is very low as an investment is made in the government who cannot disappear, whereby they give you a chance of investing and the risk is very low. You are investing to what? Retail savings bond, which is RSA, which is government, that will never disappear or liquidate. So the risk is very low. It's unlike investing in private companies and then they start to run away with your money. Then we move forward. We move to fixed property. Fixed property, it is buying a house of land is usually stable as long-term investment only, which is buying a house. It's compared to what? A long-term investment only, because it's something that it has a low risk unless if it will burn, but the risks are low. The risks are low. And then let us see the risk of fixed property. Low risk over a long term. They have a low risk. Okay, mutual funds or stokvel. Let us see. I believe that you know go stokvel elokishini. Okay, stokvel, it is an informal savings scheme to which a relatively small group of people contribute, whereby this one is made by a small group of people who know each other and contribute their money. You understand? And it's a money that you can get it back, but I believe that it's risky. But let us hear what the notes are telling us. The risk: money in a saving account is a safe investment, but with low interest rates, the return are low. So you must know these points, guys. You must know these points in order for you to pass your final examination. And I believe that every one of you who's watching my videos, if you want to pass your exam, make sure that you watch each and every video that I made so that you can get distinctions in every subject. So that you can get, these flies are boring, guys. I don't know where do they come from, and my doom is far away. It is far away. Then we go to what? Business ventures or venture capital. Venture capital is given by an investor or business to start a business in return to have a share in the new business, which is these ones, I can say they give you an opportunity to start a business. Then the risk, high risk for investors if research is not properly done, whereby the investors, they give you an opportunity to start a business, but they are in a high risk if they did not do the research properly about you. You may claim that you are Mr. Hlungwani while you are not Mr. Hlungwani, and then maybe you have my profiles and everything, and then you borrow the money and you run away. You understand? So that's why they are saying that there's a high risk. Then we move forward. And mentally or a life insurance policy, retirement. We are focusing on those ones. These ones, they do what? To provide for a future expenses, give peace of mind to the dependent of the insured. So which is here, it's an insurance. It's like being compensated at work. Let's say you work, after work you eat, your pension funds, that's what they are talking about. Both funeral cover, you pay whenever you die, the funeral cover will cover for your death. The money that you kept on paying, they will bring it to you so that it can help you. So this is what they are talking about. I believe that here there's no risk. Let us see the notes. Low risk, as the insured amount will be paid out regardless of the circumstance, which is even if you will just claim without anything, they have to pay back. Even if there is no circumstances, they have to pay you back your money. Okay, fixed deposit. Money cannot be withdrawn during the period of the deposit, whereby here it's where you have an agreement that I invest this money and I will not withdraw it until a certain period of time. Then let us move to another one, the risk of it. The risk of what? Fixed deposit. Very low, as the investor will receive what was promised. Okay, the risk is very low because they will give you, even if you can claim the money and go and drink alcohol, they will give you your money, even if you promise them that I invest this money, I want to buy a house, and then if you see like you are craving for alcohol and take that money. And yeah, guys, I don't encourage you to drink alcohol. Alcohol, it's a disturbing thing. Alcohol, I would never praise alcohol. So yeah. Then we move forward. 32-day notice accounts called deposits. Money is invested at a fixed rate, although withdrawals may be made provided the bank is given 32 days notice of the withdrawal. So which is here in this investment, it's whereby if ever you want to withdraw your money, you must give the bank 32 days of notice. The risk of it, it has low risk, as investment plus interest will be paid out on the maturity date of the investment, so which is no risk because they will pay you the way you say. So these notes I will end here, and then on the following video I must continue with what the impact of 4 forms of investment. 4 forms of investment. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And good luck with your examination. Go and pass. Go and pass. Go and pass. Go and pass. Let the favor of God be upon you. Let the favor of God be upon you.